but new slave states could keep the Senate full. Now Turner's rebellion was a shock to some, but as time passed, more violence was to come. After the war with Mexico, Congress debated how the West should grow. In 1850 they made a compromise. It had good parts for both the sides. California would be added free, but other states used popular sovereignty. In Washington they stopped the slave trade. A fugitive slave act was okayed, but abolitionists they said no way. There is a higher law that we must obey. Bleeding Kansas was a fact. After the Kansas-Nebraska Act, violence came to the Congress. Senator Sumner's beating caused distress. A slave Dred Scott felt he should be free. He once lived in a northern territory. So the Supreme Court spoke up too, using their power, judicial review. The court soon ruled against old Dred, said you can't sue your property instead. The Fifth Amendment protects property, so Congress can't make rules against slavery. A new party formed like a growing storm. The Republicans began in 1854. One goal was to keep slavery out of the Western territories. Running for the Senate in 58, Lincoln and Douglas held debates. Lincoln was a new Republican. He earned respect even though he didn't win. When John Brown raided Harper's Ferry, he tried to start a slave uprising, but Brown was captured and he was hung. Many people sang his soul is marching on. In 1860 the parties had to choose a candidate they hoped wouldn't lose. Democratic leaders could not agree, causing a split in their own party. Lincoln now led the Republicans. All the northern states chose him to win. The southern states saw the writing on the wall, and soon 7 states had decided to withdraw.